Welcome, Scorpio, Sagittarius, to your chakra reading for May. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what the most needed is for you this month. Is going straight to the third eye for forgiveness, seeing and being aware of the forgiveness. Okay. And forgiveness, of course, is talking about, are you forgiving others? Do you forgive yourself? Do you need some family healing? And, can I forgive myself for loving people who hurt me? There's that as well. So take that how that resonates. Or can I forgive others who have hurt me as well? Let's not forget that, because it could go on either way. Okay, so next card out is talking about that solar plexus, which is right here. And this is the intention, using the personal power that you have within yourself. Okay. And again, wow. Okay, so you have two cards of the same. Solar plexus again. Solar plexus is very important, going with this third eye over here. And then third eye again. Wow, so you're getting all the same. So it sounds like you have two really important pieces here. Is definitely having the awareness and the understanding of the third eye to be able to see what needs to be forgiven. Can I be forgiven? Can I forgive them? And maybe it's two in one. Can I forgive them and then forgive myself, with the solar plexus? And then having the visualization. So it's really saying having that forgiveness brings in the visualization of doing so. Visualize yourself forgiving, feeling peaceful, getting to the things that you desire with that inner power and inner strength of intention. Okay, it's going to take a lot of personal power and inner strength to forgive, right? Especially if somebody really hurt you, for sure. With the personal power, this is where you're going to learn to release the dark wound and let love live. So this is definitely, for most of you, it's really talking about forgiving someone for hurting you, and then maybe also forgiving yourself for allowing it to happen and holding on to that for so long without releasing. And then the inner strength is talking about free from judgment, free to love. And then with the visualization, be the hunter, not the hunted. Do not allow yourself to hold on to this. Go ahead and free yourself by forgiving them so that you can just be free and no longer feel like you're trapped in a cage with those emotions. Once you release and you forgive, it's going to feel like this huge weight coming off your shoulders. So you don't have to feel like you're holding on to that anymore. You can move on with your self-growth. So a personal power over here and release the dark wound and let it live is releasing that to forgive. Don't have to forget, but you definitely, we forgive so we can move on. If you forget, you won't learn, right? So the personal power and release the dark wound card is, yes, bringing back the passion for yourself. This is going to open the doorway for yourself and allow that to be free. Freeing yourself to be able to move on. Yes, and moving on with the Six of Swords. And yes, let it go. Letting that go so that you can feel free. Very beautiful. And it's going to bring you a beautiful transformation by letting that go, letting it die. In the inner strength and feel free from judgment, free to love. Let's look at that card really fast. That one's 39. This is saying, imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel as safe as a nurtured, cherished baby in the arms of the universal mother. So once you release this, and we have that passion card here, it's saying it's opening that doorway back to the passion. This is going to make you feel that love again. This is going to allow you to accept yourself, get rid of those pains, and not have to worry about that anymore. Okay. This is going to bring some nurturing back to where you can nurture yourself without just holding on to pains and doing it the healthy way with the inner strength. Yes, learning over here with the Page of Swords. It's something you're going to learn. And for others of you, you could even be teaching it to others, right? Especially if you've already learned this lesson and you know people who can do this, you might be able to teach that to others. Yes, learning about the Ten of Swords, learning about what had hurt you and letting that go. Wow, with judgment, right? Making a better judgment call, allowing new fate and rebirth to take place. This is going to give you a huge rebirth with the Judgment over here. Wow, and allowing manifestations to come through the right way, allowing other magical things to happen within your life, bringing back the happiness, bringing back the bliss that you so want. Just turning everything, you know, from a downward spiral upwards. Visualization, be the hunter, not the hunted. It's a very interesting card. I don't think I've ever had that card in these readings. It says, do you feel you are at the beckoning of the call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control? Visualize. Is your attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your own journey and creative self-expression? So this is going to be you now. You've opened the doorway to the happiness, releasing what you no longer need, and now beckoning the call of what you need and visualizing, hey, you know what? I feel good, right? No more assumptions of whatever's going on. No more worried about whatever it was, or not forgiving them, or not forgiving yourself, or two in one. Just seeing the truth through the wise old owl's eyes over here. And I love that they have this here, because we have the wise old owl who can see all, and then they want you to go straight to third eye, where you can what? See it all. Perceiving the truth. Outsmarting old patterns and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. In doing so, you will open inner wisdom. Wow. Yeah. And that's, you know, got the Magician going on over here as well. Having the understanding that they're not perfect. And that's really, you know, what's really going to find out with the being the hunter, not the hunted, is that they're not perfect. And having understand that they screwed up this relationship, they hurt you. Having the inner strength to get to the visualization, but understanding the truth, having to understand the truth. Bring in the Ace of Coins. Bring in better satisfactions and new things around you. Definitely new energy too. Getting back the unity of yourself. Not having that weigh you down anymore. Okay. With the World card. The World card bringing in a new chapter of your life. This is actually going to bring in a new chapter that you've been waiting for a long time, Scorpio, Sagittarius, because now you finally get to free yourself from the hurts, the pains, holding on to dead fish. That's really what this is. Holding on to dead fish. It's rotting. Rotten situations, rotten things from the past, and being able to move forward. Knowing now that you're more in control because you're no longer being hunted by these past hurts. So really working on that. Of course, this is going to take a long time. This is one of those things that's not going to take a whole month to do. This is going to take months probably to release. And I think that's why it goes from here, getting back to the happiness, back over here. Why? I'm going to say, assume, my friends, that because you release it here to feel the bliss here, and then it's going to it's going to like creep back on you again. So then you're going to have to bring in more visualization, more inner strength to release it again. Because right when you believe that you 100% released it, you may not have, right? You may have kept a piece of that in there because it's going to take a long time to actually forgive, right? And actually release. So I would say that you're going to definitely have to have a lot of power and a lot of inner strength. Because I would assume that it's going to creep back. Especially when we're talking about deep wounds. Spirit says, look for signs. The situation will improve. It's just going to take a lot of action. It's going to take a lot of action. And communicate clearly. And a lot of communicating clearly within yourself, within the divine, really digging deep within yourself to really get this done. So, and to be able to get to the new world and the change. Okay, so step by step, don't rush it. Because if you do rush it, you'll probably do this cycle 1,000 times. Because you know what I mean? Because you might just be trying to throw it away instead of healing from it. There's a difference. When we throw things away and we say, well, I don't really care about that, it will creep back. Right? And remember, a lot of this forgiveness too, it brings in hate. Let's not forget about that right now. Let's just, let's get there for just 1 second, right? We have the pains, we have the wounds, but then we have the hate. The hate is what keeps you away from the magician. Because now you're talking about bringing in I don't like you, you've hurt me, I hate you. Hate is a doom, my friends. It's a doom for you. Okay? You do not have to befriend them. You stay away from them because they hurt you and they're not good for you. But this hate, that's where you're going to have a problem. So maybe, in some ways we have to get rid of the hate first before we can break down to the next pieces. So maybe that's why it's kind of cycling itself. Because I heard this word, because you hate them. But once you get back to the unity and the understanding and the knowing that they're human, once you have all the understanding as the wise old owl and really communicate your thoughts and really start doing some harmonying and some shadow work and stuff like this and really start getting into there, that will bring that away, because that hate will then probably turn them just into a fool. And then you can say, I don't hate you. You're just a fool. You don't know what the hell you're doing. And that's really what the case scenario is. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just running around destroying lives, and they don't realize it because they're destroyed. So then we have to look at them and say, well, how destroyed are you to go around destroying others? So there's all these little pieces that we have to start looking at and perceiving about why are they so dark? Why are they like Satan, right? The hell is wrong with them? And it's not the pity for them as much as it is the understanding of, fine, I get it. You're ruined. I'll forgive you because you know what? You're going to do it to them because you're ruining your own life. That's when it's actually going to be released. That's when the situation will improve. And that's when the magic starts happening. And then that's when the real peace, the real bliss, the real change, the real unity, the real ace of coins really, and the inner strength really start coming together. Right? And that, my friends, is the truth and nothing but the truth. And that's why the judgment is here, for the truth, for the matter, for the judgment, for the rehabilitation of yourself, for the retribution, for all of the things that are going around. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.